We welcome you to the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're back with another 2025-2026 season playthrough featuring the Western Conference Quarterfinals, featuring the number 2 Oklahoma City Thunder, the defending NBA champions, and the 7th-seeded Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd's team got embarrassed in both games in Dallas, losing by 45 and then 48 in Game 2. We look at the starting lineups at guards for the Thunder: SGA and Dort, followed by Jalen Williams and Holmgren at the forward positions, Hartenstein in the middle. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson at the guards. For the forwards, Najee Marshall and Anthony Davis, followed by Derek Lively II. And the tip is underway, or as the Dallas Mavericks will win the tip. Game 3 underway. Irving holding on to it, has it right there. There's a three-pointer up there, no good. Holmgren will get the rebound as Jalen, J-A-L-E-N Williams will have it. Get the rebound there. Jalen Williams for three, no good. Klay Thompson grabbing a rebound. Both teams come up empty in their first possession. Thompson over to Davis, rejected by Holmgren. It will be Mavericks ball, but man, Chet Holmgren. As I said, the Mavericks, or the Thunder, won Game 1 by 45 and then won by 48. Irving, the shot, no good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. Hartenstein back to SGA. SGA had 34 points and 10 assists in the Game 2 victory. Holmgren dishing it back over to SGA, the league scoring leader in the regular season. SGA coming around. That is no good. Derek Lively II grabbing a rebound. Klay Thompson. At 15 on the shot clock. Irving dishing it back over to Thompson here. 10 on the shot clock. Klay for three. That's in there, and guess what? It took basically 96 minutes. Or 98 minutes and 13 seconds, but the Mavericks have their first lead of the series. And there, SGA, no good. Anthony Davis grabbing a rebound. As I said, it was a dominant effort from start to finish. 45-point win Game 1, 48 points for Game 2 for the Thunder, but they are now trailing 3-0. They never trailed in any of the first two games. Jalen Williams for three, and this game is tied. 35 seconds was the longest they have led. Was the short-lived lead for right now, I should say. I don't know what I'm talking about here. 10 on the shot clock. Irving back over to Davis. Back to Thompson. Thompson for three. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. The Thunder had 57 total rebounds. They only had one offensive rebound in that entire game. And that's a miss right there for Derek Lively II. Klay Thompson. And he's shooting for three again. No good. SGA grabbing a rebound. SGA coming around. 15 on the shot clock. He'll get the shot. No, he's going to pass it back over to Lugan Stort. Back over to Holmgren. 9 on the shot clock. Over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein over to Williams. Williams for three. No good. Irving with the rebound here. 3 minutes into Game 1. We are tied at 3. Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarterfinal Series, where the Thunder lead the series 2-0. Thompson for three. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Baseball pass over to Williams. Get a defense chance right now. SGA for three. No good. Thompson will grab the rebound. 3.5 minutes into this game. Only a Thompson three and a Jalen Williams three are the only scoring so far. Kyrie coming around. That is no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Lugan Stort coming the other way. Dort almost lost. Williams almost lost it for a second. Dort should have just taken the rebound or the layup opportunity when he could. Williams for three. That's in there. Jalen Williams. His second three of the game, and the Thunder lead for the first time in this game. Timeout, Dallas. 7:49 to play in the first. The Thunder up by 3. We're going to take a timeout. Coming back from the break here. First timeout, 7:49 in the first. The Thunder leading it 6-3 right now. I believe this is the closest at before this game got out of hand. The longest before a game got out of hand so far in this series. We'll see here how things go. Marshall will inbound it. Coming out of the timeout. Derek Lively the second. Over to Davis. You notice that Washington and Cooper Flagg are out for an extended period of time. Irving will miss that one. Hartenstein will get the rebound. But you saw before the game, Cooper Flagg got his Rookie of the Year trophy. Alexander for 3, or SGA for 3, no good. Marshall has it. Najee Marshall over to Anthony Davis. 13 on the shot clock. 9 on the shot clock. Over to Thompson. Thompson for 3. No good. Hartenstein grabbing the rebound. 5 minutes into the game at 6-3. The Thunder right now. Over to SGA. SGA coming around. Layup. That's good. And it's 8-0 run by the Thunder right now. Thunder up by 5. Player from the Thunder wants to check into the game. Irving for 3. No good. Hartenstein. Oh, he almost stepped out of bounds. Almost stepped out of bounds. Over to Williams. Back over to SGA. SGA for 3. That's in there. Timeout, Dallas. An 11-0 run by the Thunder. They lead it 11-3. We're going to take a timeout with 6:15 to play in the first. Coming out of the timeout. Let's look at the lineup set. SGA, Wallace, Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein. And that is the only lineup change, I think, so far for either team. 6:15 left in the first. Lively will inbound it to Kyrie Irving as Irving crosses the half-court line. Irving. And that is no good. SGA grabbing a rebound. Thunder out rebound the Mavericks 11-7 right now. Jalen Williams holding on to it. He has 6 points already. 8 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams, that's Jalen. Shot is up. Make that 8 points for him. And it's a 13-0 run. He's shooting 3 of 5 from the field. SGA has the other 5 points. Irving coming around. 9 on the shot clock. Irving being guarded by SGA. Irving gets a shot up, but that's no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. Jalen Williams again. Well, this is Jalen. There is 2 Jalen Williams. Holmgren will get his first points of the game. That's a 15-0 run by the Thunder. As I said, it took 50 minutes and 17. No, what was it? 49 minutes and 17 seconds. And that, or what was it? No, 97 minutes and 13 seconds for the Mavericks to get their first lead of the game, or 97 minutes and 13 seconds of, and that's combining all the times. You see Wallace for 3. That's an 18-0 run. That is 97 minutes and 13 seconds for the Mavericks to get their first lead of the series. As you see, Clay for 3, no good. No points in over 6.5 minutes, and that's going to go out of bounds. Turnover against the Thunder. So it'll be Mavericks ball. Caruso coming in for Chet Holmgren. Jalen Williams will be moving to the power forward position. And for the Mavericks, Russell Irving will move to the shooting guard position, and Max Christie coming in. 4 minutes of play in the first, 18-3. Irving for 3, and that drought continues. Caruso over to Jalen Williams. That's J.A.L.E.N. as I mentioned. SGA coming around. He puts a shot up. That's in there. That's a 20-0 run They got 7 points for the league leader this year in scoring during the regular season. Lively to second. Over to Anthony Davis. 10 on the shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. 4, 3. There's a jumper. No good, but Derek Lively the second will get the offensive rebound, and that will end the drought. And Hartenstein, he'll miss that one. Derek Lively the second will take it. Over to Max Christie. D'Angelo Russell to Irving with 10 on the shot clock. Irving, there's a jump shot, no good. Jalen Williams will grab it. Over to SGA. SGA back over to Caruso. Jalen Williams with it again. Williams still holding on to it. 5 on the shot clock. Williams dishes over to Wallace. Wallace for 3. Or no, that wasn't for 3. That was inside. But Irving will grab the rebound anyway. D'Angelo Russell holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Dishes it over to Davis. 2 minutes of play in the first quarter. And Anthony Davis with the slam dunk. And it's 20-7. So that's 4 unanswered points. And they're going to lose it right there. Davis gives it over to Christie. Christie with a jump shot. No good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. 17 rebounds already for the Thunder, and they had 57 in game 2. They lead 13 right now. Caruso for 3. Drain it. Lead up to 16. They led by as many as 17. That was part of that 20-0 run for about 7.5 minutes or so. Irving coming around. Layup attempt. Good. Kyrie Irving, and there's 1 minute to play here in the first. Timeout, Thunder. We're going to take one as well. 56.5 seconds to play in the first. The Thunder up by 14. Coming out of the timeout here. 56.5 to play here. We got Wallace, Joe, Caruso, Williams, and I said nobody else came into the game here. Let's see now. We got Dante Exum into the game now. Holmgren. I believe Holmgren came back into the game. Over to Isaiah Joe. Back over to Cason Wallace. 10 on the shot clock. Wallace back to Joe. Joe for 3. No good. Anthony Davis with the rebound. D'Lo has it. Dante Exum, as I said, entering the game for the first time. Back over to AD. AD to Gafford. So it is Gafford that checked in. Russell. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. Shot clock turned off. Caruso holding it. They should just hold on and make sure they guarantee the Mavericks stay in single digits in the first quarter. 3 on the shot clock. Holmgren over to Wallace. Wallace for 3. That's in there with .2. And that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter, and I'm not kidding you. The Thunder leading the Mavericks 26-9. We'll be back to start the second quarter. You're watching the Western Conference Quarterfinals here on VDub Productions. Start the second quarter here. Hartenstein will inbound it to Caruso. Wallace out on the court as well. Wallace for 3. That's in there. And it's a 20-point lead, their largest. As I said, you want to talk about the combine between games 1 and the beginning of game 3. 97 minutes and 13 seconds for the Mavericks to take their first lead of the series, as you see Kyrie Irving with the slam dunk. So it is Wallace, Joe, Holmgren, Caruso, and Kenrick Williams. But that lead only lasted 35 seconds, as that is a steal by Dante Exum. It is Exum, Davis, Russell, Gafford, as you see the bucket there. And as I said, 6 of 26. Who else is out on the court for the Mavericks? I know I got one more name I have not mentioned yet. Problem with them going too fast, and that is Davis there. And that's Max Christie. Okay, so that completes the lineup set for the for both teams to start the second quarter. AD. 3. That is good. That's 7-0 quickly. A 7-0 run in the lead back to down to 13 for the Thunder. As I said, the Mavericks had their first lead of the series after 97 minutes and 13 seconds played. Caruso for 3. No good. But then that lead only lasted 35 seconds before the Thunder went on a 20-0 run. See Russell, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Russell for 3, no good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. Alex Caruso. Caruso had 11 points in that or 10 points in that game 2 victory. Wallace for 3. No good. Davis. Coming around. Russell with the slam dunk. It's a 9-0 run. The Mavericks still shooting poorly at 8 of 29. The Thunder at 11 of 24. Timeout, Thunder. We're going to take one as well. 11-19 to play in the second. 29-18, OKC on top. Coming out of the timeout, we're going to look at the lineup set here. Lugan-Stort coming back into the game. And that is the only lineup set here. We still got Exum, Russell, Christie, Davis, and Gafford out on the court for the Mavs. Caruso getting ready to inbound it here. 29-18, Thunder on top, but the Mavericks are currently on a 9-0 run. Kenrick Williams over to Wallace. Back to Lugan-Stort. Over to Wallace. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Over to Christie. Back over to Dort. Dort will get the shot up in time. That's in there. That will end the 9-0 run as the OKC Thunder up by 14. Anthony Davis back over to Max Christie, over to Exum. Exum for 3, in there! The Mavericks, though, still fighting a little bit here. They're only down by 11. They are basically on a 12-3 run. Make that 12-5 run here as you see the slam dunk by Hartenstein, and it's 34-21. The Thunder were 21st in the league with 21.5 assists. They have 10 already. They actually ended up with 33 assists in game 2 and a 48-point victory. Wallace for 3. No good. Gafford grabbing a rebound. Max Christie with it. And there's Exum. It was a failed alley-oop attempt, but they still keep possession of it. 13 on the shot clock. Here they go, Mavs. Go chance. Davis, 2 on the shot clock. Jump shot. That is going to fall out. Holmgren will get the rebound. Lugan-Stort had 32 points in game 1. Hit 10 3-pointers, but only had 2 points in game 2. D'Angelo Russell. D'Lo coming around, and he's going to use the backboard to get the bucket in, and it's an 11-point game once again. 22 on the shot clock here. Under 7 to play until halftime. Here in Dallas. Kenrick Williams dishing it over to Cason Wallace. Now on the shot clock. Holmgren for 3. No good. Davis grabbing a rebound. We got Max Christie. And then D'Angelo Russell over to Exum. Max Christie back to Gafford. Gafford rejected by Hartenstein. Hartenstein with his second block of the game. Wallace over to Holmgren. Chet Holmgren. Oh, no, that's Holmgren. I thought it was Hartenstein, but no, Holmgren had 2 blocks. And there's a timeout called for Dallas. 6:19 to play. We're going to take one as well. Coming out of the timeout, let's see the lineup set. We got SGA, Dort, Caruso, Jalen Williams, and Holmgren. And for the Mavs, Let's see here. We got Kyrie, Thompson, Marshall, Lively the second, and Anthony Davis. Those are the lineup sets for both teams. As we're approaching the halfway point of the second quarter here. It's only a 13-point game, and there is a foul called against Chet Holmgren, and they said that it's in the act of shooting. Kyrie's going to go to the line shooting 2. The Mavericks actually had 4 free throw attempts and went 3 of 4, as Irving will miss the first one. The Thunder did not attempt a single free throw in game 2, but really didn't need to. They won by 48. Irving will sink the second one. It's a 12-point game. Close as they have been since the second quarter is 11. Dort for 3. No good. Davis grabbing a rebound. See Najee Marshall over to Lively. Lively. Layup. No good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. Jalen Williams over to Lugan Stort. Back over to Holmgren. Holmgren. That's in there. Chet Holmgren with the bucket. Thunder shooting 15 of 32 compared to the Mavericks 10 of 34. Najee Marshall over to Irving. Irving for 3. No good. Dort grabbing the rebound. We are in the second quarter here from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. And see Holmgren for 3. That's in there. And it'll lead up to 17 again. Irving. And he'll lose it as SGA will get the steal. Caruso. This is back over to Dort, over to SGA. SGA with the layup. That's in there to lead up to 19 again. Oklahoma City on a 14-6 run in the last 4 minutes and 18 seconds and counting. 4.5 to play here until halftime. Kyrie with the bucket. He only has 5 points on 2 of 12 shooting, minus 18 out on the court. This game coming to you from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. As you see, Holmgren will miss that to Davis. We'll get the rebound. This is, again, Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals series. OKC up 2-0 in this series as Holmgren will get the rebound there. I am Vinny from VDub Productions. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As you see, Holmgren for 3, no good. And if you are inclined to donate, if you're able to donate to me financially, support this channel financially, there's a link to my Cash App in the description down below. AD will miss that one. Holmgren. 3.5 to play in the second. We got Lugan Stort. Jalen Williams holding on. That is Jalen. He'll miss that one. Davis will grab the rebound. And remember, for the purposes in this universe, AD is still a Maverick because the trade deadline for this series passed before the actual trade deadline. 5 on the shot clock as SGA will get the steal. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams, jump shot, good. The lead up to 19 again. Klay Thompson. I said open the game up with the first 3 points before the Thunder went on a 20-0 run. You see Kyrie Irving, he'll miss that one. Oh my gosh. Williams over to Lugan Stort. Back over to SGA, 13 on the shot clock. SGA for 3. That's in there, and the lead up to 22, their largest lead of the game. Crossing the half-court line. Klay Thompson. Over to Kyrie Irving. 9 on the shot clock. Final 2 minutes to play in the first half. Kyrie, jumper, good. Kyrie Irving only has 7 points in this game, 6 of them mid-range. SGA battling back, and there's a bucket right there, and a lead up to 22. He has 14 on 55% shooting in 16 minutes of play. Kyrie dishing over to Davis. Back to Klay Thompson, and 90 seconds to play until halftime. Davis for three. No good. Dort grabbing a rebound. Thunder out-rebounding the Mavericks 27-21. Make that 27-22 after the miss. Najee Marshall grabbing that rebound. Kyrie Irving. He's holding on to it right now. 10 on the shot clock. AD coming around. AD with the bucket. That's good. We had under a minute to play until halftime. 50-30. The Thunder on top. SGA. Jump shot. No good. Davis grabbing a rebound. 45 seconds until halftime. Got 15 on the shot clock. Klay Thompson. That's a three-point attempt. No good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. SGA has it. Here to defense. Back over to SGA. Over to Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Williams for three. That's in there. It's a 23-point lead. OKC on top. 11 of 25 for the Thunder compared to 3 of 20 for the Mavericks. Shot clock turned off. That's in there for Kyrie Irving. 9 points for him in this first half. Thunder just going to hold on to it. Alexander, SGA for two. He makes it. It's going to count. And that will do it for the first half. The OKC Thunder, who have won the first two games by 40-plus points. They are currently leading the Mavericks by 23 here in Game 3. You're watching the Western Conference Quarterfinals Series Game 3 here on VDub Productions. We are going to take it to halftime. We'll see you on the other side of halftime. We are back here in Dallas. I am Vinny from vdub Productions. This is the 2025-2026 season playthrough here as you look at SGA. He's in double figures right now. Though he isn't considered a top performer, though, because I think Holmgren has a double-double already. Williams will inbound it. You see Chet Holmgren, as I said, and there's going to be an illegal screen called against SGA. That's his first personal. Starting lineups out for both teams, by the way, so that is the lineup set. I don't think we saw Hartenstein at all in the second quarter. I got confused for that. He made a block, but it was Holmgren that had that block. There's a miss right there. Holmgren getting the rebound. 29-23. The Thunder out-rebound the Mavericks right now. Dort, there's a shot. No good. Davis grabbing a rebound. Klay Thompson over to Irving. Irving for three. That's in there. 9. Irving only had 9. You add that three-pointer there. That's 12 for him in this game. SGA, and that's no good. I thought for a second a foul was called, but then I just heard the squeaking of the shoes. Thought it was a whistle for a second. A minute into the third quarter. Irving. They should have back over to Thompson here. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson. 3 on the shot clock. Thompson. That is no good. Holmgren grabbing a rebound. SGA. Over to Lugan Stort. Back over to SGA. 10 on the shot clock. SGA. Jump shot. Good! The lead up to 22. Irving. There's Anthony Davis for 3. No good, but Derek Lively the second getting the offensive rebound. Kyrie. Coming around. He'll get the bucket. That's 14 for Kyrie. And the lead is back down to 20. .23 points is the largest lead. Hartenstein. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams with the bucket. Jalen Williams putting the Thunder up by 22 again. The Mavericks desperately need to come back and find a way to get back into this series because, as I've mentioned before, no team has ever came back from 3 games to nothing down. And there's a tip that's going to go out of bounds, and the Mavericks will retain possession. They say that was last off of OKC, and a timeout called by Dallas. We're going to take one as well. 9:23 to play in the third. 59-37, Thunder on top. Coming out of the timeout here, no lineup changes. So everybody's staying out on the court here. 22-point lead for OKC. Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals with the Thunder on top. 2-0. Coming to you from the American Airlines Center. I'm Vinny from VDub Productions. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. I see Thompson for 3. No good. Hartenstein grabbing a rebound. To Jalen Williams. Williams over to Holmgren. Holmgren coming around. He's going to go to the line. Count it. 2. AD called for his first personal foul. First team foul against the Mavericks here in this third quarter. And then one opportunity for Chet Holmgren. 24-point lead is the largest lead for the Thunder in this game. So they won game 1 by 45 and game 2 by 48. Never trailed in any of those games. There was no score for the first 73 seconds of the game. Then Klay Thompson actually gave the Mavericks their first and only lead of the series. And that only lasted about 35 seconds. As Derek Lively the second right there for the slam dunk. He only has 4 points in this game. He's minus 24 out on the court. But, he has a good shooting percentage of 67, though. Only 2 or 3. Hartenstein. 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams, that's Jalen. Coming around with the layup, that's in there. The lead up to 25 again. Jalen Williams with 17 points. Got Klay Thompson. His team down by 25. And Thompson's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Not happy right now as a coach for OKC. I don't think I've ever seen a mismatch of a series before, where only one team led by only 34-35 seconds in 2.5 minutes of play. And you see Klay will hit the first free throw. What are they trying to leave Najee Marshall hanging? Come on, you got to do a little bit better than that. Thompson will hit them both. SGA dishes it over to... he crosses the half-court line. SGA still keeping it. SGA from inside the paint. No good. Davis grabbing a rebound. Speaking of the paint, and there's a bucket right there by Najee Marshall. Yeah, the Thunder outscoring the Mavs in the paint, 68-36 in game 2. Jalen Williams. There's a three-pointer right there for Williams, but no good. Three-point attempt, I should say. Lively, the second, had the rebound. Over to Marshall. Marshall, back over to Klay Thompson. Thompson back to Marshall. Irving for three. No good. Lugan-Stort grabbing the rebound. Kyrie Irving, 14 points on only 6 of 21 shooting in this game. Hartenstein is over to Holmgren. Holmgren, awkward shot. No good. Lively the second with the rebound. Thompson coming around. Oh, he thought about the shot. He should have taken the shot. Over to Davis. Davis for three. No good. SGA with the rebound. Hartenstein. There's the bucket right there and the lead up to 23. Derek Lively the second. Back over to Davis. Over to Irving. Irving for three. No good. Holmgren with the rebound. Jalen Williams. That's Jalen Williams, the starter. Dort coming around. Layup. Good. Lead back up to 25, I should say. Davis for three. No good. Lively the second with an offensive rebound. I believe that's his third offensive rebound of this game. 5 on the shot clock. Irving for three. No good. Jalen Williams grabbing the rebound. As we're over halfway to the third quarter here, 68-43. SGA over to Holmgren. Holmgren for three. Got it! 28-point lead. That's now their new largest lead of the game. Cason Wallace waiting to check back into the game for the Thunder. Under 5.5 to play in the third. 71-43 OKC on top. There's the three-pointer, no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Dort holding on to it right now. Over to Jalen Williams for three. That's in there. It's a 31-point lead. 20 points for this Jalen Williams. 7 of those here in the third quarter. Looks like Kenrick Williams and Caruso are wanting to check back in as well. Derek Lively the second. Over to Irving. Irving for three. No good. Holmgren grabbing the rebound. SGA. And count it. Irving not too happy right now. As I said, Caruso, Kenrick Williams, Wallace checking in. Holmgren, Hartenstein, and Dort taking the seat. SGA out on the court. Wants to try to get a free throw made to complete the three-point play, and he does exactly that. It's a 34-point lead for OKC. Looks like it could be another 40-point plus win if this keeps up. Irving holding on to it. He drains the three. The lead down to 31 for the Thunder. 18 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams, that's 22 for him. 8 of those in the mid-range. And their lead up to 33 once again. D'Lo over to Irving. 9 on the shot clock. Irving, jump shot, no good. Jalen Williams grabbing a rebound. Over to SGA. SGA, that bucket's good. It's a 35-point lead for Oklahoma City. Oh, boy. 20 on the shot clock. 14 on the shot clock right now. AD. They should it back over. Russell. Back over to Lively. 2 on the shot clock. Russell for three. No good. Caruso grabbing a rebound. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams back to Kenrick Williams. Wallace has it here. 10 on the shot clock. 3 minutes to play here in the third. And that's going to be foul. And Anthony Davis called for his second personal, third team foul. Jalen Williams going to the line for 2 to try to make this a 37-point game. Cannot believe the effort that we've seen by the defending champions. I don't think I've ever seen a mismatch series like this. Lively to second. A lot of players going to the bench as Exum, Caleb Martin coming into the game, and Gafford back into the game. It's the first time we've seen Caleb Martin check into the game. That's a miss by Williams as Martin will get the rebound. The former Nevada Wolfpack standout. Played with his twin brother in Nevada as well as Max Christie for 3. No good. Caruso grabbing the rebound. 36-point lead, the largest by the Thunder. Caruso back over to SGA here, 15 on the shot clock. SGA just over to Williams. Williams for 3. Drain it. 39-point lead. Under 2.5 to play in the third. Russell. Thought about shooting. I'm surprised he wasn't called for traveling yet. Caleb Martin back over to Max Christie for 3. No good. Cason Wallace with it. Kenrick Williams, or no, that's Jalen Williams. And it's a 41-point lead. He has 28 points. Wallace gets the assist. It's a 41-point lead for OKC. Minute 45 to play. As you see, Martin for 3. No good. Wallace. And they're going to go to the line as Jalen Williams once again going to go to the line. Sorber coming into the game for Kenrick Williams. 43-point lead. Jalen Williams has 30 points in this game. Make that 31. And it's a 44-point lead. There's Gafford. Gafford coming around. That's in there. That will break the drought there. It's at 42 now. 42 points. Jalen Williams. Coming around back over to Caruso to Wallace. 7 on the shot clock. Wallace for 3. Got it. It's a 45-point lead. Largest of the game. That is how much they won game 1 by, actually. Martin issues over to Gafford. Gafford with a bucket. The lead back to 43. As you see the Thunder at 37-64. The Mavericks at 21-68. Jalen Williams coming around, layup, that's in there. The lead back up to 45. Gafford, that is good. Lead down to 43. D'Angelo Russell will get the assist. SGA back over to Caruso, over to Williams. Williams for 3. That's going in. Oh my gosh, 46-point lead. Largest of the game. They led by 51 at one point in game 2. They can hold on for the last shot. They will inbound it also to start the fourth quarter. Gafford, he'll get the bucket in there. And that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, the Thunder, who have won by 41, 45, and 48, they lead by 44 going into the third quarter. We'll be back. Fourth quarter of Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals coming up after this. Before we start the fourth quarter, we have State Farm assists of the game. And that's going to go to Max Christie, I think. Oh, no. There's a block right there. I think that's going to Cason Wallace. Wow. So we had what led up to the assist of the game. Davis, Russell out on the court. I think Kyrie Irving back on the court as well as Anthony Davis with the slam dunk, bringing the Mavericks back to within 42. So we got Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Jang, and Caruso, and Kenrick Williams. That's no good. Max Christie with the rebound. Kyrie Irving with the... No, that's not Kyrie Irving. That's D'Angelo Russell. 8 points. And it's 40 points again. So no, Irving is not out on the court. Caruso with the bucket, and they reach the century mark. The lead back up to 42. They led by as many as 46. So it is Russell, Christie, Davis, Gafford, and who else out on the court? 9 on the shot clock. D'Angelo Russell. No good. Anthony Davis with the offensive rebound. That's in there. Second chance points for him. It's a 40-point lead here. Over a minute into the fourth quarter. Cason Wallace for 3. No good. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Dante Exum. Okay, that completes the lineup set. Thought it was Kyrie for a second. But no, it's a different Aussie. Russell. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Gafford. Over to Exum. Davis. 3 on the shot clock. Davis for 2. That's in there. Beats the shot clock. Bringing the Mavericks to within 38. Wallace for 3. That's in there. And the lead back up to 41. I do not think I've seen a series of mismatch, whether it's in real life or actually in the sim. As you see, there's a bucket right there, 103-64. Over to Isaiah Joe. Kyrie Irving is now at the scorer's table waiting to check back into the game. Wallace over to Jang. Jang for 3. No good. Russell will grab the rebound. Are the Mavericks going to try to make a run to make the score more respectable than what it was, like how Chicago Bulls did in Game 2 of their series against Orlando? That's no good as Isaiah Joe will grab the rebound. Caruso over to Kenrick Williams. Back over to Wallace. Wallace over to Isaiah Joe. 8 on the shot clock. Wallace. There's Isaiah Joe for 3. No good. Gafford with the rebound. And there's Anthony Davis with the slam dunk. Deficit 37. D'Angelo Russell with the assist. And there, Isaiah Joe for 3. Drain it. Lead back up to 40. 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. Game 2 of this Western Conference, Game 3 of this Western Conference quarterfinal series. The Thunder look like they are poised to go up 3-0 in this series. We got Davis. Over to Russell. Russell for 3. Good! Lead back to 30. Lead back down to 37. Joe. Back over to Jang. I'm going to have to actually figure out how to pronounce that name. That is in there! Oh my gosh! Cason Wallace putting the Thunder up top by 40 once again. D'Lo. D'Angelo Russell. That's in there. And for the first time, the Mavericks actually will... No, wait a minute. The Mavericks did actually reach 81 points. in game one, but Cason Wallace, he's going to go to the line for two. D'Angelo Russell, his first personal foul, first team foul. Cason Wallace going to the line, shooting two.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
In there for the Mavericks, or for the Thunder, and he'll make the first one here. We got some substitutions. Who's coming into the game now? That'll be the other Jalen Williams. That's Jaylin Williams. And for the Mavericks, let's see here. Irving, Thompson, Marshall, Davis, and Lively. So we got the starting five out there. Both free throws made by Cason Wallace. The lead up to 40 again. Derek Lively had 3 offensive rebounds in this game. Thompson for 3. In there. The lead back down to 37. Cason Wallace. In there. There's a jump shot. That will go in and out. Marshall grabbing a rebound here. Crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Marshall over to Irving. Irving for 3. Off the back iron. Isaiah Joe grabbing the defensive rebound there. Kenrick Williams. Dishing it back over to Wallace. Wallace jumper. No good. Derek Lively the second with the rebound. Klay Thompson holding on to it right now. 5.5 to play. His team down by 37. 9 on the shot clock. Over to Kyrie. Kyrie coming around the layup. That's in there. It's a 35-point game. Wallace. In there, Wallace coming around. That's in there. Lead up to 37 again. Kind of want to see, curious to see how many points Cason Wallace had coming off the bench. Thompson for 3. No good. Lively the second will get the offensive rebound in the slam dunk. He's had 4 offensive rebounds, and I think he's had 6 second chance points off of those as Kenrick Williams. Oh, no, that's not Kenrick Williams. I think that's the other Jalen Williams. That's the Jaylin. Thompson. Over to Derek Lively the second. Irving, jumper, no good, but Anthony Davis gets the offensive rebound. Marshall, 10 on the shot clock. Thompson for 3. That's in there. And a lead down to 34. As I said, are the Mavericks going to pull off the Chicago Bulls and make the game more respectable than what it should be? Kenrick Williams for 3. Lead up to 37. Not if the Thunder keep hitting three-pointers like that. Irving. 8 on the shot clock. Irving holding on to it right now. He'll miss that one. Wallace will grab the rebound. Coming around with a layup. Cason Wallace. He's putting the Thunder back on top by 39 with under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Davis. 13 on the shot clock to Kyrie. Kyrie for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Isaiah Joe with the rebound. Over to Isaiah Joe, still holding on to it. 10 on the shot clock. Kenrick Williams for 3. In and out. Lively the second with the rebound. He's got to be at least in double figures in rebounds, Derek Lively, because I know he's got at least 4 offensive rebounds. Irving for 3. No good. Jalen Williams, that's Jaylin Williams. There's a rebound there. Kaysen Wallace with his team up by 39. Wallace coming around. There's Caruso for three. No good. Lively the second with the rebound. Klay Thompson holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock now. Holding on to it. Davis. That's no good. Kenrich Williams grabbing the rebound. Minute 35 to play in the fourth. Caruso. Back over to Wallace. Over to Williams. Williams back to Kenrich Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Isaiah Joe for three. No good. Marshall with the rebound. It is academic right now. The score of the Thunder are going to go up 3-0 in this series. Thompson for three. No good. Wallace grabbing the rebound. Final 60 seconds. At the 10:47 point of the first quarter, you see Wallace coming around with a two, and it's a 41-point lead. Klay Thompson hit a three-pointer to go up for the Mavericks to go up 3-0. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder went on a 20-0 run. That is no good, and they never looked back. I don't even think after that 20-0 run that the Mavericks even got to single digits again. Cut it to single digits. Wallace. 5 on the shot clock. Wallace coming around. Jumper. No good. Shot clock turned off. Are they just going to hold on to it? 7 on the left to play. 4. They are just going to hold on to it. And for the third time in this series, the Oklahoma City Thunder will win by 40-plus points. 45, 48, and now a 41-point win here in Game 3 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. They lead the series 3-0. They have a stranglehold and are 1 win away from advancing to the Western Conference semifinals. It is now time to look at the post-game player statistics. We start off, as always, with the home team. We got Kyrie Irving with 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Anthony Davis, a double-double, 16 points, 14 rebounds. He had 2 assists and a steal on top of that. D'Angelo Russell with 13 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Klay Thompson, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, followed by Daniel Gafford with 8 points, 4 rebounds. Derek Lively, the second, 6 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist and a block. Dante Exum with 6 points and 1 assist. Najee Marshall, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Max Christie, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Caleb Martin also had 1 rebound and 2 assists. Brandon Williams, Jaden Hardy, Dwight Powell did not play for the Dallas Mavericks. And now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, the player of the game, Jalen Williams. That is the J.A. Elian Williams. He had 36 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Kaysen Wallace with 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. SGA, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Chet Holmgren with 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists and a steal, and 2 blocks on top of that. Lugan Stewart, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Caruso, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Isaiah Joe, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Kenrich Williams, 3 points, 1 rebound. Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist. Followed by Jalen Williams, the Jaylin Williams, 2 points, 1 rebound. Thomas Sorber only had no stats in 2 minutes of play. Ousmane Dieng, no stats in 6 minutes of play. I mean, he went 0 for 2. From the field, going 0 for 1. from three-point range. AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic did not play for the OKC Thunder, and that is it for your post-game player statistics. And next video coming up, we stay in the Western Conference where we have Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinal series featuring the top-seeded Clippers, the league's best record against the 8th-seeded San Antonio Spurs. The Clippers held serve at home court, taking both games at Intuit Dome. This series now will shift to San Antonio for Game 3, where the Clippers look to try to put a stranglehold in the series to go up 3-0, or the Spurs, who desperately needing a win to get back into the series. It looked for a little bit that the Spurs were on their way of evening this series, being up by 20 about halfway through the fourth quarter, before the Clippers went on a 40-14 run to win by 6. And that was led by a 46-point effort by Kawhi Leonard. He got player of the game that game. No shock there. So we have Game 3, Clippers, Spurs, next video coming up. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel, as well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And also, if you look in the description down below, there will be a link to my Cash App if you want to support this channel financially. It is not required, but it is appreciated if you are able to support me financially while I'm trying to work to get monetized on this YouTube channel. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder, another 40-point plus victory. They win by 41 this time, 122-81, despite the Mavericks actually having a lead, being up 3-0 about a minute 13 into the game, but that lead only lasted 34 seconds before the Thunder went on a 20-0 run and never looked back. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.